Hello,
Hello.
and welcome to Planet Marzipan, the Fish and Marillion podcast. I'm Mezza, and here's my mate.
Craig Houston.
Hello, and welcome to Planet Marzipan. We're melting in the UK at the moment, but I'm Mezza, and I'm melting Mezza, who's here with his good friend,
Sweaty
Craig.
Craig.
Yeah, Sweaty Craig now. Sweaty Faye, that's even worse, isn't it?
It's
Betty
close to Sweaty
Swallows.
Betty, you know.
Betty Swallows.
And as you
Betty
can
Swallows.
hear already, we've got some guests with us. We welcome back to the podcast Sir James of Levey.
Good evening, boys.
Hi, James. You okay?
Yeah.
We welcome back Mikey Kay.
Welcome back. Thank you very much. Very, very clammy. Very, very clammy.
It's one of them, innit? And sweating his nads off up in that Scotland, Grae Tennick.
Good evening. Good evening.
Hello.
Enjoying my feast, literally.
He's got a glass of red wine and a nice lolly, listeners. So it's a class act. Yeah, class act. As you can see from the title of the episode, we are here to discuss releases 5 and 6 of the Digital Front Row Club. And that is the brainchild of James, which is why we've got him back. The two gigs that have just been released now on Marillion's Bandcamp and Marillion.com are Front Row 5 is Liverpool Philharmonic on the 23rd of November 2021. Right at the end of the tunnel tour, and how do I pronounce this? Front Row 6 is Vooruit, Ghent in Belgium on the 19th of May 1997. No one's helping me out. I'm not looking at Craig.
Vooruit.
He's got
Vooruit.
no idea.
Ghent in Belgium will do.
Yeah, Ghent.
It's a lovely place. It's a lovely place. I have been there once.
Have you?
It's a lovely place.
Yeah.
Isn't that is Ghent talking about something completely different? Isn't Ghent what Fish wrote about Black Canal? Is that Ghent?
I think it was.
Ooh, could be.
Sorry.
No. I'm not disagreeing, but I'm not agreeing because I have no idea. So.
Did we go through Ghent with school, Craig?
I think we did on the way back. Because I know I went there with my mum and dad in 79 and 85 when we was across with Yvonne and Florence. But I think we did on the way back from the Battlefields tour. It's all right. That wasn't the place where you forgot your hotel key. You're fine. That was Reeves.
That's a whole other podcast, boys, that will come on to at another time.
Yeah, Planet Holiday.
Yeah,
Trips for the boys.
what we did on our holidays. Front Row 5, James, Liverpool Philharmonic on the Light at the End of the Tunnel tour.
Yeah.
It's a pretty lively one, this, isn't it?
Yes.
The
It's-
band
I
and
was,
the audience.
Yes. It is. Liverpool's always a bit of a boisterous night, as we know, John. You and I sat together on the Friends from the Orchestra tour.
We
in
did.
Philharmonic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to bring things a bit more up to date for this one, and I listened to a couple of the shows because we've only had the last Hammersmith night from that tour release before, which was the Web Christmas, I think in 2022.
Yeah.
Maybe. So I wanted to bring it somewhere up to date. You know, it was like the end of the tunnel. They were coming out of COVID, the first gigs they'd done since the Friends from the Orchestra tour at the end of 2019. And it was debuting a new song, Be Hard on Yourself, because they'd literally just about 3 weeks before the tour finished the final mix for the album. So, and you know, as we were discussing briefly before the recording, unlike Ribbons and Lace, which they're now doing on the current German tour, this was more of a polished, finished version.
Yeah.
And yeah, the audience there's a lot of banter going on. H is in a very particular talkative mood.
Absolutely, yeah.
and it's got a good range of songs. I think, you know, we've got some ones we don't hear that often, like The Release,
Yeah.
and This Train Is My Life.
Yeah.
And this got some really good versions. So I thought this, and there's a couple of big cock-ups in it as well.
Absolutely. Splintering Heart, yeah.
Yeah, so I think, this is a good pick. I said I listened to a couple of earlier shows and sort of see which one's the best, and H's voice was a bit ragged the beginning of the tour. So I think this was one I thought, yeah, no, this is an interesting gig, because H has got a couple of stories in there as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah, cool. Well, we've all heard these now, boys. Craig, what do you make of this gig?
I mean, this is the first one essentially with of the front rows that's got like a modern recording technique. You know, it's recorded differently to the others, and I do think on this recording, H's vocals are very high up in the mix. But it sounds really good. You know, it does feel like you're in the room with it. But yeah, and I agree with James. It's an interesting mix for a set list, and it's funny to jump ahead. It's the new song, you know, from An Hour Before It's Dark, Be Hard on Yourself. It seems to be played very slowly. It's not saying it's like a pedestrian pace, but it's like they're feeling the song out live.
Probably were. I mean, had Mark got over COVID by the 7th gig or not? Was he still traveling separately? I don't really know, because obviously he was.
No, I think he was back in the.
Was he
back in the bus?
Yeah, it was certainly. We were at the first night in Hull, and he definitely was traveling on his own at that point. Yeah, I think it sounds great. It sounds really good. There's a real energy to it, as James has sort of said, with the audience, and H is in a very strange mood. He sort of starts stories off and goes off on a tangent, or doesn't tell the story. It's really weird, and then
and telling the crowd to, you know, essentially to shut the fuck up, you know, with respect.
Yeah. And doesn't he say something about you should all be in bed now? Is it this one?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, when he comes out
at the end, yeah.
It's this one as well where he says, "Be as loud as you want during the noisy bits, but they shut the fuck up when it's quiet, please."
Yeah.
He's in a boisterous mood. I think that's the way to put it, isn't it? He's kind of playful but obstreperous as well. It's fun because he's not always in that mood, is he?
No, I think he sounds to me like he's enjoying being back out on the road after such a long time, doesn't it?
And I wonder if that's why. I mean, James's comment about his voice being ragged on a couple of the gigs. You need to understand, it's the same as any other muscle. It's the same as any other kind of fitness thing. If you don't use it often enough, you have to get back into the swing of things. So it probably did take a while to get that kind of. Oh, that's how I'm meant to. That's how I'm meant to use it.
Yeah. It's nice to hear some stuff off Brave again. It's always nice to hear stuff off Brave. Bridge, Living with a Big Lie, Runaway.
What was the set, John? Have you got it?
Yeah, Sounds That Can't Be Made, King, Easter, This Train Is My Life, Bridge, Living with a Big Lie, Runaway, Be Hard on Yourself, Afraid of Sunlight, The Release, which is cracking, Neverland, Splintering Heart, Take 1 and 2, The Levers, and Made Again. I won't spoil the surprise on Splintering Heart, but it's a nice surprise. Mikey, what do you make of this gig?
I think it's a perfect historical snapshot. I think it's wonderful, and I think it's been really well chosen. The set list, I think, is practically faultless. I think it's a really nice balance. It works really well, flows lovely. I mean, I think H was struggling a bit during King at the start. You know, I think it's very often one of those ones that's best off played towards the end. But
I was going to say, it's very early in the set, isn't it?
It's that early, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Afraid of Sunlight felt a bit. I don't know. It lost some of its depth. It was quite I don't know, like, sounded more bright than usual, less heavy. But you know, that's just nitpicking. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. The highlight for me, I think, was the levers.
Yeah, it's cracking.
Yeah, it's a really good version.
Cracking version.
Yeah.
And obviously the release can't fault that. It was great to see it in the set. But it, you know, it's just stuff like the insurance fund that was set up. It's nice to have that.
Yeah.
You know,
I
it's
prefer
nice to
H's
have
name.
that.
Sorry?
You know, on a
You are?
H's name.
Yeah, Cover My Arse. That was a better name, wasn't
That
it?
was
yeah.
it,
Yeah.
It's just nice to have a record, you know, for the fans to have that. Oh yeah, we did that, you know, and it's nice that, you know, it hasn't been put out as part of a traditional live CD, which would have had all that gamunch taken out. And yeah, you're absolutely right. I think H is pushy but tongue-in-cheek, and you can tell he's enjoying the banter, you know. Obviously I think the location has a lot to do with that, as James said. You know, it's usually a lively crowd. I think it's a really enjoyable listen. It's very entertaining, you know, and you can, like Craig says, you can definitely feel like you're there. It's an awesome choice, it really is.
It's a particularly good release. I can't remember the lady's name for the person, the lightsaber that he mentions.
Somebody.
He announced
He
the
forgot to
name
do it earlier on in the
Yeah,
set.
yeah. She must get by this, so whatever her name was. But yeah,
Karen somebody.
And he dedicates the levers to it, doesn't he, at the end of the set?
Yeah.
Grae, what do you make of this gig?
So I think, having been part of the lightsabers, it was nice to say, you know, we helped make this happen, and we helped be part of it. We've had is it the last night we had in Hammersmith that's been released previously?
Yeah.
So we had that.
Yeah,
We had
on
that.
the
It was nice,
Christmas
but I think
CD.
it's nice to get another version of the tour. I mean, I was at the London nights, but it's nice to have something other than that. I think Craig's point about I think it's the first one that's been an ultra modern live recording. So I'm assuming this is like all the tracks are separate. It's all done digitally, so they're straight from desk to a multi-track, digital multi-track.
Not a massive multi-track, so it's not like 48 channels and things like that. There are recordings. This one is they split it from band and audience, so that was it's like a split there. And so as I did the rough mix, and then Mike does a proper mix, you can balance some of the band and the audience and things like that. There are recordings that are proper multi-track, but usually when the band are sort of wanting to hear quick snapshots of what things like this will be the split.
Yeah, it's interesting because I think, given that it's a far more pristine recording than perhaps what we're about to talk to next. We'll talk about next. But it's also noticeable. You can hear a little bit more, but you can also hear. There's a couple of occasions where Mark's preset B for a song is slightly louder than preset A, and you hear something come in louder, and it's the same with the guitar. Every now and again there's just a little something that you don't notice in a live gig, you don't notice in the show, but when it's here you go, oh, where'd that come from? Which is interesting because it's a different way of recording things, because there's more to it, because it's clearer. I think the set is fantastic. For me, I love the fact This Train Is My Life is on it. I really do. The release is fantastic. I really like Afraid of Sunlight on this, and I do get what you're saying, Mikey, about it being a lighter version. It almost feels kind of.
Is that because of where it's sat between Be Hard on Yourself and the release?
Probably. It just feels a little more ethereal and less. It can be. I struggle with Neverland a bit on this release. I don't know why. There's something about it that.
Well, it's Neverland. You've heard it 84,000 times.
Probably that. And it's also shocking to hear the entirety of the levers again, because obviously they finish most of them now with the little bit at the end. But to hear the whole thing was really quite nice and interesting. And I'd forgotten they'd done that on that tour. But yeah, brilliant set. It covers so much ground in that one set, doesn't it? It's really nice. It's really nice to have that as a snapshot in time of, we're out again. Here's what we've done before. Oh, and by the way, there's a new album. We'll play one of your songs now. because we all knew it was coming. Did we have the name by the? We did have the name by this point.
We had
He
that.
He mentions it, doesn't he?
We had that, yeah.
No, it's really good.
Yeah, it's a fantastic choice, James. It's it's
Cheers.
different again. Such energy on it, as we've already talked about, on both sides from the band and from the audience. And,
I mean,
a great...
you just pretty much threaten the audience that they've got to sing along to Easter.
Yeah.
If song mentions your town,
you're in it. Yeah,
you're in it. Sing it.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's great. Highly recommended. If you want a sampler, there is a track online at the King, which I believe may or may not appear at the end of this podcast.
Oh, I think it will be.
Well, I hope so, but I've left it open in case Craig needs to snip that out. But yeah, that's Digital Front Row Release 5. He says, clicking across the page to get Digital Front Row Release 6 from Ghent in Belgium. I'm not even attempting it again. 19th of May 1997. Now, some of this was previously released on Piston Broke, wasn't it, James?
Yeah, so this one was chosen. I mean, we've had various releases from the This Strange Engine tour, obviously with the recent remaster in 24, which was the US, and I think there's been 2, maybe 3 from the original Front Row Club. But I chose this one because it sounds really good, even without Mike getting to just the bass recording, which was a DAT tape. Sounded really good, and also it shows the whole of the sort of UK and European set together, which we haven't had a full release from a show. But as you said, some of this was on Piston Broke. But Piston
I've got
Broke,
to say, James, this sounds infinitely better than Piston Broke.
Yes,
infinitely better. Yeah.
So, and it's got again some really interesting songs that we don't hear very often, like one of my favorites, I think, is Brilliant Live, The Bell in the Sea.
Yeah.
And also Love It or Loathe It, You've Got Hope for the Future.
It's a great version for Hope for the Future on it. It's really, really good.
It is good.
Really good.
It is. It's a nice jammed intro to it as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I thought this one.
Carol King, he sings at the beginning of that.
I think so, yeah.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
So this one lent itself. As soon as I heard it, it was like, no, this is going in. So yeah.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I mean, setlist for this is Man of a Thousand Faces, Hard as Love, Gazpacho, Afraid of Sunlight, 80 Days, Estonia, Lap of Luxury, The Space, Easter, Brave. Oh, Brave sounds amazing on it. Great Escape, This Strange Engine, Cover My Eyes, Bell in the Sea, Uninvited Guest, Hope for the Future, and King. What a bloody set list.
See that midsection? That midsection is mind-blowing. And so from Alone Again through to This Strange Engine is just like, what the? It's stunning.
Yeah, really good.
No, it's funny, the space is just the mucking around. And if I'm right with the timings of this is pretty much one of the first times where they actually play the bit of the arrangement of the space, like the acoustic version with the piano, because it's before the walls and everything.
Before Oswestry, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not. Mark's going to hate me for this. It's not before. If you read the sleeve of the new vinyl version, it's 7 years. 7 years after. Sorry, Mark. I'm sorry. I know you're swearing at me now. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
Yeah, another crossover.
8 years. What's 8 years between friends? Oh dear. Sorry, I cut you off mid-flow.
You digress.
I did slightly, yes.
So it's before the walls and before you actually really got to hear that arrangement as well. So that's an interesting little bit of historical note.
Yeah.
Mikey, it's a cracking set list.
It is, isn't it? It's brilliant. Mikey, what do you make of this?
Oh, it's absolutely wonderful. I was just letting the memories wash over me as I was listening to it. It is almost entirely what we got at Redcar. The only difference is we didn't get Brave. and Brave is phenomenal on here. I think
Well,
it's
the other
absolutely
difference
outstanding.
is it's not in red car, which is a major factor.
But
You don't have to go to red car to listen to this.
No, you didn't hear the ceiling rattling during King.
No,
That was
no.
that was the other thing. But this Strange Engine on this tour, it was just, oh, honestly, it's just phenomenal. Really is. Was it my cloth ears, or is the end of Hard as Love going into the gazpacho a bit clipped? It didn't, or was it just a really sort of like jump transition? I don't know if it's
Yeah,
just my file.
It's. I think it's. I haven't. There's no editing on it. I think it was just whether there's a bit of artifact in there or not. It's not something I've heard, but there might be. I hadn't listened to it on headphones, so it might be picked up somewhere.
Yeah, it didn't. I mean, it didn't massively detract or anything. It was just, we're suddenly into gazpacho. It just felt like there was going to be like a few seconds more. It was almost like there was something lost there. But honestly, it again, when you look at this set list, both 5 and 6 are just wonderful, wonderful set lists. They just flow so well. And I agree with Graham. I mean, that middle section is. It's just so tight and it works really, really well. And like you said, James, it's, hearing stuff like The Bell and the Sea, which obviously you don't get that often. Love, Hope for the Future. Oh, honestly, there's nothing here that I don't dislike. It's this Strange Brave Sunlight tour. It's top notch. It really is. I loved it.
It's
a
quite
bit
weird.
odd.
Sorry, go on.
No, I guess it's a bit odd though for it to be a European date around about this time with no fish era material in at all. Because it tends to be in the UK, they'll tend to do, they'll cut out all the fish era Marillion stuff, but they tend to keep it more into the European tours.
European dates, yeah.
What do you think of this, Grae?
What do I think of this?
Yeah.
Right. So it may be.
Here we go.
Strap yourself in,
listeners. This is the start of the period where I didn't go to see the band live because life.
Oh my God, he's coming out. He's coming out as a heathen.
Not through any choice, just life. Life got in the way. So I didn't see this tour. I didn't see anything until 2005 from here on. 2005, 2006.
We have to allow him on here, listeners, just as he's effectively our green card on here now, listeners.
Yeah. This is my favourite DRFC by a country mile. I have had this on almost repeat since I first played it. I think I sent a message on our chat. I went, "It's fucking awesome, absolutely stunning." And I think I'd only ever heard things like the stuff off this Strange Engine and what have you. Once they'd been playing it for a while, never fresh and new and that kind of period. And here, I mean, I've listened to Piston Broken, I've listened to some of the bits and bobs, but this set is gold dust, and the audience is so up for it. It's that typical European Marillion, full of life, bouncing from the get-go. And I think starting with A Man of a Thousand Faces just gets them doing that before they even get going, and King's back in its rightful place. It's back at the end of a set, giving it large. It's stunning. It is head and shoulders above any other one of the digital front row clubs I've listened to.
Wow,
it's joyous, isn't it?
It's joyous. That's the word. Yeah,
brilliant. Well, as I say, I can't get over how much of an improvement it is over Piston Broke. I mean, I've got Piston Broke and I really don't rate that as a recording at all. But this is a fantastic gig. Again, great a great addition to the collection.
Do you think it's because we've got the ability now to release things at a better clarity than Piston Broke? I mean, when was Piston Broke? It was what,
98, I think it was out. So yeah, nearly
28 years ago.
Yeah. I think that these are technology has moved on, obviously. But with Piston Broke, I don't know who did the mix. I haven't got it to hand, whether it was Stuart Every or something like that, I think. But these are being mixed, given a full mix by Mike. So we're having that elevated up, in my opinion, from where we were back then. So, and also, it gives us a chance to, I think Piston Broke was one of the first real compilations we had out.
Yeah.
So they were just starting with that sort of, it was only what 5-6 years before, previously the first the first Racket releases came out. The live at the Borderline and live in Glasgow and Caracas, and you listen to the quality between then.
It was mixed by Stuart Everett.
Yeah. And no disrespect to Stuart, I think there's just, and I think with this one, it was just the quality of the initial recording. I don't know. It would.
But I think also those first ones were more thought of as replacements for live bootlegs, so they weren't like done as like professional. Not saying not professional, but
they didn't spend a lot of time on them, did they?
Yeah, not like releasing the shops quality kind of thing back in the day.
Yeah.
It was also funny enough. Listening to it, it was odd. It took me by surprise that the playing This Strange Engine just straight through. There was no, you get to the mummy daddy section. There's no H sort of going off on a tangent and bringing in other lyrics. It was almost caught me by surprise when, oh yeah, we're going straight in.
Yeah,
but also every second there's a quiet bit. The crowd's cheering.
Yeah.
Oh, the song's finished. Oh no, it's not. Yeah, I actually quite like the noodling at the start as well. I thought that was, a nice bit of tinkling before.
Solo.
Yeah.
Lovely, I remember seeing that at Aylesbury. But it's also, I really like the Lap of Luxury. I think there's quite a rocking version.
Yeah, it's a brilliant version. Yeah.
Yeah. And Estonia's good as well.
It's all good.
Another great addition. I mean, it depends what quality you want to get these in. You can get the MP3s from Marine.com for $4.99. If you want FLAC, Bandcamp have FLAC files at $8.99, or Marine.com has them at $7.99. So it's not that expensive, really. To $5 if you just want the MP3s for your collection is incredible.
If you got ears like Craig, the MP3 will do.
Isn't it with the WAVs as well? You get the artwork.
You do. You can print it. You can print off your labels for your CDs and your trays, your booklet and your tray liner for a CD. If you want to press it up onto a CD, burn it to a CD, absolutely, yeah. And it's got your lovely, presumably your notes, aren't they, James? Yeah, from the gigs in there as well.
Yeah, a little bit of background stuff.
Yeah, brilliant. And again, another preview track on this one is Man of a Thousand Faces, first track on the gig, which may or may not turn up in about 10 minutes time on this podcast.
And you know what?
What?
For the first song in the gig, everybody's up for it straight away. It's straight in. I think that's a really good way to start it. That kind of everything's lifted straight away. It's an amazing way to start the set, I think.
Yeah.
Whoever was pressed record did it very quickly, because where you hear it start, that's where the tape starts. It's not like chopped or the beginning of it, where you do sometimes. You hear on the other one, you get a little bit of tinkling of the intro music. This went bang straight in. So
a little bit of panic as Rothers walks on stage. Oh shit, they're on.
Well, James, these are two great releases again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming on to talk about them. We always ask you this when you're on. Have you got the next two identified?
Yes, they are identified, mixed, and I'm guessing will be out some point in the future soon.
Can you talk about them?
I can, I guess. If not, if Lucy says no,
we'll jump ahead.
We'll jump ahead.
Yeah.
But if it's okay, let me get my right. So DFRC number 7 will be going back in time to the Season's End tour, which is the Harmonie in Heilbronn in Germany on the 24th of March 1990. The reason
the end of the tour.
Yes, it was the start of the second European leg of the tour. As you will read in the notes and also on the web magazine, if you've got your web magazine.
I dropped through the door today.
No, mine hasn't arrived until tomorrow. Okay.
They're basically in the 90s when Marillion were going through leaner times, shall we say, with the season's end DATs. They were reused for recording and other things. So the season's end desk tape, the soundboards, were recorded onto cassette to keep them. Obviously, over the years, the cassettes have deteriorated somewhat. I luckily found on a DAT that had some Afraid of Sunlight demos was the last half of the main set of this gig. So it's a splice between the cassette version and the DAT version. So halfway through the gig, the quality improves. Mike's done a great job trying to level the two up. But this is why I want to show this one, because it's the only season's end tour that's on a proper digital tape. All the rest, the only other one that was the Leicester de Montfort show, the Rocksteady show, which has been released.
Yeah.
But this is the only one that's got part of the gig on actually a digital tape. So please bear in mind when listening, because it is not as the same level of quality as what we've discussed the previous one, but it's a good show. It's the only time they've been to Heilbronn, which is not far from Stuttgart. So the band usually go to Stuttgart, but it's a really good recording. The band's on form. You get the normal season's end set list, but I'm afraid because all the tapes, when they recorded onto the tapes, they recorded onto 90-minute tapes, so the encores were missing. Yeah. There we go. That's my caveat for that one. That's the disclaimer.
Still sounds really interesting.
And DFRC 008, interestingly, we were talking about acoustic because it's the first night of the Bass Museum show.
Oh, is it? Wow.
It is.
Wow.
So where the second night it's been released in edited form on CD, both on the original Front Row Club and originally on the Web Christmas CD for 2000 or 2001, and on the Pissed Up in a Brewery DVD.
Yeah.
This one is the full show, fully released. So you get things like Cinderella Search, which is brilliant. Afraid of Sunrise, if I may, I can talk you through actually what's on there. So you get Go, After Me, Alone Again, The Lap of Luxury, Cinderella Search, The Space, A Collection, Beautiful, Afraid of Sunrise, Sympathy, Number One, making its debut, Dryland, Sugar Mice, Gazpacho, 80 Days, The Answering Machine, How Will You Go, which is a Crowded House cover, Cannibal Surf Babe, and Way Over Yonder, which I think is that Joni Mitchell or Carole King.
It's Carole King, isn't it?
Carole King, yeah.
Yeah.
So there we go. That's the next two.
That sounds great. That sounds brilliant, James. Can't wait for those. Can't wait for those. Lots more gems. Thank you for all the work you do on this, James.
No worries, my pleasure.
We love them. We love them, and thanks for coming on here to talk about it. It's we shall see you next in person in Pompeii, won't we?
You will, yes.
Which may or may not have happened by the time this has gone out. We're just discussing timey-wimey and what's going to happen over the next few weeks. Because
we just like Craig deal with that, don't we? We just talk and he does all the button pushing.
He does, but we're trying to get some stuff in the bank for your listeners, so we don't miss a week, even when Craig's on his jollies in Italy prior to Pompeii. But yes, yeah, brilliant. Looking forward to Pompeii, James.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think it's going to be. I've never been to Italy before, so
me neither.
So it's going to be a new country for me. But yeah, I think the gig is going to be one of those epic nights, isn't it? I know it's going to be 2 nights, but I'm only going to one.
Me too.
But it's going to be one that lives long in the memory, I think.
Yeah. Well, it'd be good to see you, mate. Good to see you.
And you both.
I can't wait. I worked in Naples for a bit, but never went to Pompeii. So this will be interesting. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, look, if you see us in Pompeii, folks, if it's already been, you've missed your chance. And if it's coming up, if you see us in Pompeii, please say hi. James is a lovely guy, as is Grae and Mikey. Mikey won't be there, but Grae will be there. And of course, Faye will be there in full regalia. Toga you're wearing, aren't you? Toga?
I'm not wearing a toga, and I'm not wearing a mankini. I'm going to be. I'll have a bit of decorum for once.
Okay.
I'm going in the gladiator outfit.
Just the blonde wig then this time.
Can't promise Phil behave herself like, but you know.
Anyway, thank you very much to James Levey.
Pleasure as always.
Thank you, James. Thank you to Grae Tennick.
Thanks very much for having us as always.
Thank you, matey. Thank you to Mikey Kay.
It's been a pleasure. Thanks very much, guys.
Thank you. And thank you to my other half on the podcast, Craig.
Yeah, you're welcome, young sir.
Keep listening. You might hear 2 live tracks, or you might not. Depends if Lucy said no. It's good night from me.
And getting in practice, it's arrivederci from me.
Yay. Take care.
And stay alive. Hey. Ciao.
In America, the King, Elvis Presley, was there. Adoring fans worshipped his
How long can you stand? Tightening up, avoiding the fight, avoiding the truth. Tighten the smile, tighten the lie. Will you get what you want? To be cursed with your dreams. I hope for your sake something gets in the way. How long can you stand living under the lands? The curse of success, the ensuing, all-consuming mess. they arrive every day. People you touch, wasting away. People you don't know, they give you no choice. And you're sick to your stomach with the sound of your voice and the shape of your face and the sound of your name. They send you pictures of yourself. It's someone you don't know, and they call you a genius. Now you're easy to sell. Put the fire in your belly that gave you the songs you suddenly got, and you feel like a freak. Is that what you want? Well, I hope for your sake you got what it takes. You got what it takes. You got what it takes to be spoiled today. I'm a man of 1,000 faces, a little piece of me in every part I take. I hold the tape for 1,000 races, a different point of view in every speech I make. Cut me a piece of my divided soul. Cry me a river, call it rock and roll. Give me an attitude and watch me make it live. Pass me a microphone, I need to testify. Well, I'll speak to machines with the voice of humanity. Speak to the wise with the voice of insanity. Speak to the present, the past and future tense. I'll speak to a slave with the voice of obedience. I'm the man of 1,000 ages. You see my face in the stones of the Parthenon. You hear my song in the babble of Babylon. I'm a man of 1,000 riches. Be my guest at the feast of Satyricon. You spend the money that my logo's printed on. Well, I speak to machines with the voice of humanity. Speak to the wise with the voice of insanity. Speak to the present, the past, and future tense. I'll speak to a slave with the voice of obedience. I stole a fire, but it burned up much too soon. I took a leap and I landed on the moon. Look at my life and it looks like CNN. You see something once, you know it's gonna come around again. Well, I'll speak to machines with the voice of humanity. Speak to the wise with the voice of insanity. Speak to a woman with the fatal charm of a snake. Forgive like a giver and account for all I take. Yes, I'll speak to machines with the voice of humanity. Speak to the wise with the voice of insanity. Speak like a leader with the voice and power of command. But when I talk to God, I know He'll understand. 'Cause I'm a man of 1,000 faces. I'm a man of 1,000 faces. I'm a man of 1,000 faces. I'm the man of 1,000 faces. Stole a fire, but it burned up much too soon. I took a leap and I landed on the moon. Voice of command, voice of a snake, voice of humanity, voice of insanity, voice of command, voice of a snake, voice of humanity, voice of insanity, voice of command, voice of obedience, 1,000 faces, 1,000 races, cry
Thanks for listening to Planet Marzipan Podcast. Please like and subscribe from whichever platform you get your podcasts from. You can contact us at planetmarzipanpodcast@gmail.com and check out marillion.com, fishmusic.scot